Hi, I'm Jeff Rosenkranz, Fixed Income Portfolio Manager, Shelton Capital Management. Here to talk today about interest rates. We all know that interest rates drive bond market performance, but they're also crucially important for equity market performance and consumers' everyday life, from mortgage rates to credit cards to student loans. So let's talk about what's driving interest rates and our expectations for future direction. The Federal Reserve has a dual mandate, and that is to maximize full employment and to provide or foster price stability. And both are equally important. During the pandemic, when millions of Americans lost their jobs, the emphasis was to get those people back in the workforce. And so the focus really was on maximizing employment. And that was a little more nuanced this time around, as the Federal Reserve advocated for not just full employment, but full employment across ethnic groups and socioeconomic groups. And so what this really did was require the Fed to allow the economy to cook longer and run hotter to bring some of those disenfranchised workers back into the workforce. And it's working. Unemployment is now 3.9% and has healed much more quickly than the Fed anticipated. So now their focus can shift more towards providing price stability or fighting inflation. Now, we all see inflation in our everyday lives. We actually anticipated a surge in inflation all the way back to in the end of 2020. We saw this coming. It started as supply chain bottlenecks inhibiting supply of goods and services, which created a price squeeze, but it's now starting to broaden out to other aspects of goods and services. If we look at this heat map chart, which I really like to refer to, this gives a really good visual of what's been driving inflation so far. And the red rows are where inflation has been running hottest. And it's no surprise, it's vehicles and parts and energy. Vehicles and parts being driven by chip shortages, limiting supply of new and used cars. And energy is, the surge in oil prices off of the pandemic lows. So you can see that these two components have really been the big drivers, but there are many other components at work here. And we think inflation is going to continue to stay high, and that the Federal Reserve is going to have to raise interest rates several times this year, again next year, and probably in 2024 again. And where we think the market, while the market has come around to the view of 4 hikes, give or take, in 2022, we think the market is underestimating the potential for where we eventually get to, or the terminal rate. We think it's going to be higher than market expectations, and so interest rates are going to go higher to fight this challenging inflation. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any questions about our views on interest rates and where we think they're headed, please reach out at any time. Thank you very much.